The video you're about to see is for historical purposes only. It is an almost daily snippet of 1010 Winds broadcast in New York City and the New York City metropolitan area. On my morning commute, I listened to this news broadcast and decided to share a snippet of the news for historical purposes. The mission is to record history.
I'm Glenn Schuck. Have a great day as we approach 9:30. There's the opening bell on Wall Street. S&P futures were down 19 points. Right now, the Dow Industrials are down 40. Lock it into 1010 Winds. For Bloomberg Money Watch reports at 56 and 26 past every hour. I'm Steve Potisk for 1010 Winds at 92.3 FM.
Good morning. I'm Susan Richard. While the investigation continues, a community continues to mourn the deaths of the two children from Harlem who authorities say accidentally drowned.
The heartbreaking sobs of 11-year-old Alpha Barry's classmates could be heard throughout the Democracy Prep Harlem Middle School courtyard. Barry's older brother, Ibrahim Diallo.
I remember Alpha as someone who's really smart, who's always smiling, and who's always willing to help others.
The courtyard was packed as family members remembered the 11-year-old boy whose body was found last week in the Hudson River. His friend Garrett Warren's body was found in the Harlem River days before. Advocates pushed to have the city close any open entryways into bodies of water. Barry's sister, Fatima Diallo.
This is not what I expected the outcome to be because I was certain that he's going to come home alive.
Christy Kalishian, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM in Harlem.
Winds News Time 9:31. Let's get traffic and transit. Here's Jody Vale.
And Susan, let's go to Rockland County. You've seen a crash and jams. Garden State Parkway connector northbound. This is at Schoolhouse Road, blocking at least a lane, and those delays are building. And here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. In at the George, upper levels 35 to 40 minutes, lower levels about the same, and outbounds about 15 to 20 from the westbound cross Bronx from Jerome Avenue. Holland and Lincoln about 30 minutes in. And in New Jersey, just watch out for that road work, 440 both ways, East 21st Street to Pulaski Street. Here in town, we're seeing some jams on the east side. Harlem River Drive southbound between 135th Street and Willis Avenue Bridge. We've got jams from the Queens Midtown Tunnel into the FDR. West side, it's not bad, just a little stop and go as the ships for Fleet Week arrive and everyone's taking a look. Traffic is sponsored by MajorWorld.com. How often have you heard the car you want is at the lot? Get there, car isn't there? Stop wasting time. Go to Major World to choose from over 1,000 cars. No games, no tricks, straight up honest pricing. Visit MajorWorld.com or call 1-800-MAJOR-AUTO. I'm Jody Vale. Traffic and transit every 10 minutes on the ones. Breaking traffic alerts whenever they happen. 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
And over to AccuWeather and Dean DeVore.
Good day for a boat parade as the parade of ships comes in with Fleet Week, or also a good day to be outside. I know it looks hazy, and you would think your mind says, well, it looks like a hot and humid day, but it's very comfortable. Temperatures 60 in the city now. We'll get up to 74, Susan, with clouds building later in the afternoon and evening with a couple of showers popping through. And then we're going to end up a little chillier tonight into tomorrow morning than what we woke up to the last few days. Low 40s out in the outlying suburbs, upper 40s in the city. Then cool and breezy with sunshine tomorrow, 60s. The rest of the weekend, just add a few degrees each day, and you're going to be happy, and so will we, because we're not going to have to work too hard, we think, over this holiday weekend and keeping it dry. There are some showers that could approach South Jersey, deep South Jersey here as we get into Sunday from that coastal low down along the southeast coast. But right now it looks like we'll get up in the lower to middle 70s for Friday, Saturday, and then I think inland spots get close to 80 as we go into Sunday and Memorial Day, and the beaches could be in the low 70s. Really in good shape here now looking at the holiday weekend, but stay tuned. We'll keep an eye on that southeast system. Now the allergy alert forecast brought to you by ENT and Allergy Associates. Book your same-day appointment online today. We're going to continue to have moderate high levels of both tree and grass pollen going into the holiday weekend. 60 on our way up to 74 before the showers. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Dean DeVore on New York's weather station. 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
May is Skin Cancer Awareness Month, and Schweiger Dermatology Group is committed to keeping your skin healthy and cancer-free. With online bookings and convenient locations, it's never been easier to prioritize your skin health. Visit SchweigerDerm.com or call 844-DERM-DOC to schedule your appointment today.
Winds News Time 9:34. The Fleet Week underway as we speak with the parade of ships sailing into New York York Harbor. Also joining the U.S. Navy, Marines, and Coast Guard this year, vessels from Britain, Canada, and Italy, too. The parade will be followed by 6 days of public tours, aviation demonstrations, military band performances, and more. Get the complete schedule at fleetweeknewyork.com. As we head into the holiday weekend, a heads up from the nation's transportation chief that if you haven't locked down your summer travel plans, you might want to get on with that, especially if you're going to fly.
Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg focused on the upcoming Memorial Day holiday weekend, expected to be one of the busiest of the year for airline travel.
This weekend will be a test of the system, and I think all of us have airline stories from last summer and the disruptions that took place then. Cancellation and delay rates were at unacceptable proportions last year.
Secretary Buttigieg says the airlines are ready, adjusting schedules, using larger planes to carry more passengers, and changing flying patterns to prioritize heavily traveled routes. Derek Dennis, ABC News.
A school bus driver in Queens is to thank for saving the lives of the 6 kids on board after the bus caught fire. This was on Saunders Street by 65th Boulevard in Rego Park, where suddenly the engine started smoking and the flames quickly spread. Witness Svetlana Arabova spoke to CBS 2.
I heard the bus driver saying, "Let's go fast, let's go out, the bus gonna burn."
Well, not only was the bus destroyed, but the fire totaled 3 other vehicles as well, including Svetlana's car. So far, no word on what sparked that blaze. Paramount Pictures pulls one of the trailers for Transformers: Rise of the Beasts.
It's about to be epic. It's about to be crazy.
In the clip, producers and actors are talking about the movie. The footage shows a peaceful New York City skyline with the Twin Towers before quickly cutting to a view of the Statue of Liberty in the foreground and the World Trade Center surrounded by thick smoke in the background. Backlash on social media was immediate, many saying the trailer was haunting. The movie, which is the 7th in the Transformers franchise, is set to hit theaters June 7th.
Stacey Lynn reporting. 60 degrees now, hazy sun. We're heading up to 74 in Central Park. Winds news time 9:36. Drama in New Jersey and a Bronx Tale 2.0. 1010 Winds Entertainment next.
Texting 64,000. You agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from your Quora. Message and data rates may apply.
Oh, the Bronx Tale 2.0. Who saw that movie? I saw that movie, and I did meet Chaz Palminteri. Very nice guy.
Just mix a packet of Eucora with water and drink it to flush your urinary tract. Get your life back with Eucora. Get 30% off Eucora when you text HEALTH to 64,000. To get 30% off, text HEALTH to 64000.
The barbecues, the weather, the long weekend
can only mean that it's time for the Memorial Day sales event at Ramsey Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram.
John, you're really going to love Ramsey's Memorial Day sales event on a new 2023 Wrangler Willys 4xe 4x4. Lease for just $479 per month for 36 months and only $40.43 total due at signing.
Check out the 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xe 4x4. Lease for only $499 per month for 24 months and just $48.58 total due at signing.
And don't forget about the special offers available on all remaining new 2022 model year vehicles in stock.
Hot dog, another summer of sales at Ramsey Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram.
Exceptional people, exceptional deals.
Chrysler MSRP 61805, VIN number PW684476, Grand Cherokee MSRP 63655, VIN number P8784906, excludes tax, title, and registration, expires 5/31/23.
Winds news time 9:38. 1010 Winds Entertainment trailers out for the Real Housewives of New Jersey reunion show on Bravo.
You're a devil. You are a criminal, and so is hate.
Sleep with one eye open.
The big drama, page 6 of the Post reporting the Teresa-Melissa estrangement has put season 14 on hold. Tribeca and Robert De Niro to release a newly restored edition of A Bronx Tale.
Is it better to be loved or feared?
I would rather be feared.
It'll be available starting September 12th on 4K UHD Blu-ray, as well as a number of streaming platforms, including Apple TV and Amazon Prime.
Crystal clear.
Paul Simon says he may never perform live again. That's because the music legend tells the Times of London he has lost most of the hearing in his left ear. He says it happened suddenly while he was in the early days of writing the songs for his new album, 7 Psalms. In fact, the 81-year-old says he's been in poor health since contracting COVID 3 years ago. Wins News Time 9:39.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency on earth, and if you owe back taxes, the news isn't good. The IRS is raising the interest rate it charges on unpaid taxes, and further rate hikes are expected. Most people don't know it, but the IRS adds interest charges to your tax debts daily. So if you owe the IRS today, you'll owe even more tomorrow. And it doesn't stop until you get right with the IRS. The good news is getting right can start with one phone call to Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax relief firm. Optima's tax professionals specialize in the Fresh Start Initiative, a powerful IRS program that can save you thousands if you qualify. In fact, the experts at Optima have resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients. Call now for a free consultation.
Call 800-741-3889. 800-741-3889. 800-741-3889.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Sunday, June 4th, noon to 6. Join 1010 Wins for Petco's Paws in the Park in Union Square. Tons of fun for the whole family with 400 pets available for adoption.
The Newswatch never stops. This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good morning, 60 degrees. It is 9:40 on this Wednesday, May 24th. I'm Susan Richard, and here's what's happening. Quite the scene this morning in the Bronx with the FDNY on the scene of a truck fire. Our Roger Stern coming up. Plenty of reaction to the Adams administration going to court to try and modify the city's right to shelter law. A bodega owner fatally shot in a drive-by in Upper Manhattan. Today's the day Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis is expected to announce that he's running for president. And the party returns to the Rock. We'll explain. In sports, Yankees won, Mets lost. AccuWeather for today, hazy sunshine and a high of 74. Wins News Time 9:41. Let's get traffic and transit from Jody Vale.
And Susan, let's go over to Rockland County. Crash, Garden State Parkway connector northbound right after Schoolhouse Road, and you're getting all jammed up from the thruway. More delays in Jersey on the Turnpike Eastern Spur right near 16E for the Lincoln, and we're seeing a lot of volume too on 80 westbound between 61 and exit 58 from Madison Avenue in Patterson. Now, if you're traveling to the bridges and tunnels, here's what you need to know. It's about 35 to 40 minutes in at the George Washington Bridge, both levels. Outbound's about 15 to 20 from the Cross Bronx, seeing those delays back from Jerome Avenue. And it's about 30 minutes in at the Holland and Lincoln too. Here in town, east side still jamming up. Harlem River Drive southbound, right in the 130s. Willis Avenue Bridge, off the RFK Triborough, it's pretty slow too. West side is not bad, but there's going to be stop and go. Everyone's watching the ships come in. And who could blame you, by the way? And also, we're looking in Connecticut, southbound Connecticut Turnpike. Those delays between Fairfield, Stanford, Merritt. Also, we're seeing delays between 30s and 40 exits. And I'm Jody Vale. Our next report's coming up at 9:51. 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Firefighters called to put out a truck fire in the Bronx. This was in the Eastchester section and was pretty scary.
Sydney says it looked like a disaster movie. Burning epoxy leaking out of the truck and igniting 6 parked cars and a van, 3 of which he owns.
Started catching all the cars afire, and then we couldn't do anything about it. All I could do was just stand there and watch everything that's going up in flames.
If that weren't enough, Battalion Chief Pat Nevin says there were propane tanks at the scene.
The tanks were in the truck, yes.
Did they explode or catch fire?
No.
The burning truck sat under the elevated number 5 train. No damage to the subway, but service was suspended for an hour. Roger Stern, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.